Hi friends, it's Tuesday. We're doing a new video today. I'm guessing that you're probably spending more time at home than you usually do. You'll have to excuse, I've got a dog running around here who's just so confused by why I'm talking to a camera. You want to say hi, Roxy? All right. Can you please go back on your chair? I'm guessing you're spending more time at home than you usually do. I kind of hope you are. And you probably have maybe more time on your hands. If you're an extrovert, you might be going a little bit crazy. You might be spending more time with technology than you usually do. I know that at the church, on our Facebook pages, our Facebook page, our different social media platforms, we're getting a lot more engagements than usual. And that makes sense given the current situation that a lot of people are sitting at home more and spending more time on their devices. I wanted to kind of do a little bit of almost a tutorial today on how to get a handy way to get Bible passages on your phone, on your device, whatever you want to use. I'm guessing for a lot of people it's maybe an iPhone. So I'll show it to you on my iPad. I'll go ahead and record the screen of the iPad so you see how this works. Now, I'm not saying this is the only way for you to do your daily Bible readings, but for some people who just don't really know, well, where do I start? What passage? What's a good resource? For those of you who are kind of in that camp, this might be a helpful way to get started. So let me go ahead and start recording my iPad screen here so we can show you this. Okay, that should be going. So you see my home screen here. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up our web browser, Safari on mine. And then in the search, I'm going to put in Daily Lectionary Readings. So this is going to bring me to a website where it has daily Bible selections to read. And again, I'm not saying this is the only resource or the best resource. If you have a different resource that you use, that's great. This is just for people who are kind of looking for some direction. So click on the top one there, which is this Vanderbilt website. And you'll see here that there is a selection of Bible passages for every single day. Now, if we were to, let's go to this past Sunday. I'll put March 22 near the top of my screen so you can see it. So there we go, March 22, fourth Sunday of Lent. So if I'm to click on that, it takes me directly to this new page where the passages are actually written out for me. So if I go back to this first page here and click on March 23, which was yesterday, click on that, that actually brings up a new tab. But still, it's handy that this first page will tell you not only what the Bible selections are, but will bring you directly to those so that you can read those Bible selections right on your device. And you can do this while you're waiting for the oven timer to go off or sipping your coffee in the morning. Whatever it is. I mean, it's usually 3 passages. On Sunday, it's more. First thing I want to show you is how to get this page onto your home screen. The same way that you can have apps on your home screen, you can have a web page on your home screen. So if you look in the upper right-hand corner of my screen here, you see a box with an arrow on that. I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to scroll down to the options, and then you see towards the bottom, it says Add to Home Screen. So I'm going to click on that. In the upper right corner of that tab, you hit Add, and then lo and behold, you have this now on your home screen. And you just click it and it opens right away. This will work the same on your phone. I'm going to move it so that it's on my main page with all my other content. And then, so tomorrow when I want to read it, or later today, I just tap on that on my home screen, scroll down to whatever day it is, and it will take me directly to some Bible passages to read today. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's click on let's click on March 24, and it brings us to this page. I'll expand it a little bit. And we have Psalm 146. Praise the Lord, my soul. I will praise the Lord all my life. I will sing praise to my God as long as I live. Do not put your trust in princes, in human beings who cannot save. When their spirit departs, they return to the ground. On that very day, their plans come to nothing. Blessed are those whose help is the God of Jacob, whose hope is in the Lord their God. He is the maker of heaven and earth, the sea and everything in them. He remains faithful forever. Now, this word faithful, that's a very important word because that's my son's name. You see him right there on the home screen. In Hebrew, that word is emet. Verse 7, He upholds the cause of the oppressed and gives food to the hungry. The Lord sets prisoners free. The Lord gives sight to the blind. The Lord lifts up those who are bowed down. The Lord loves the righteous. The Lord watches over the foreigner and sustains the fatherless and the widow. But He frustrates the ways of the wicked. The Lord reigns forever. Your God, O Zion, for all generations. Praise the Lord. Then below that we have an Isaiah reading, which I won't go through right now because I want to look at this Colossians reading. That's also one of the readings for today, which I think is timely given the situation of isolation and distancing that we're in this week, last week, probably next week, who knows how long. These verses from Colossians 1. It says, For this reason, since the day we heard about you, we have not stopped praying for you. We continually ask God to fill you with the knowledge of His will through all the wisdom and understanding that the Spirit gives, so that you may live a life worthy of the Lord and please Him in every way, bearing fruit in every good work, growing in the knowledge of God, being strengthened with all power according to His glorious might, so that you might have great endurance and patience, and giving joyful thanks to the Father, who has qualified you to share in the inheritance of His holy people in the kingdom of light. For He has rescued us from the dominion of darkness and brought us into the kingdom of the Son He loves, in whom we have redemption, the forgiveness of sins. When we look at these letters in the New Testament that Paul writes, it strikes me that he is socially distant from the people that he's writing to. These are his dear friends. Oftentimes it's people in churches that he has started, in communities that he's visited, spent time with, and now as he's gone on his travels, he's far away from them and he's missing them. But he says, I have not stopped praying for you. That's my hope for us as members of a same community, that even though we're apart physically for a little while, that we don't stop praying for one another. And then he also uses in verse 11 here, language of, he says, so that you might have great endurance and patience, which I think is something that we also need right now. I think that the Apostle Paul probably would have given his left arm to have the kind of technological resources we have right now to stay connected with each other. I think it's a real blessing. That we can still see one another through live stream videos, through FaceTime, through things that the church can put out, through ways that the congregation can reach back to us. I know for us, for Pastor Dwayne and for myself, it's been so encouraging to get all the notes of appreciation and all the support and all the encouragement that so many people in our church community have given to us. And I would really hope and pray that that continues to build among the members, one another. So my hope and prayer is that this week you think about people in your life who might be feeling isolated, who might be feeling lonely, who might be especially vulnerable, and give them a call and offer them some encouragement and support, whether it's somebody in our church community or somebody else you know. And that's a way that in this time we can keep sharing and expanding the love of God for one another and keep praying for endurance and patience as we wait this out. So strength to you. I hope you're having a good week, all things considered, and we hope to be together again soon. Thanks.